This question is from the JEE Main 2022 exam, specifically from the 25th August section 1. It tests the candidate's understanding of matrix operations and exponentiation. Let's solve it step by step. Here we are giving A matrix is 3 by 3 matrix. And we need to find value of this A raised to the power 2025 minus A raised to the power 2020. First start with A raised to the power of 2. A raised to the power of 2, we can write this as A times A, isn't it? So our A is, the first row is 1 0 0, the second row is 0 1 1, and third row is 1 0 0. This is A, and we are doing multiplication, so this times. Then again you have to write the A. So let's do multiply. So first what you have to do, you have to take the first row of the first matrix and first column
of the second matrix.
So you have to multiply that. So what we have 1 times 1 plus, then the second element 0 times 0, which is 0 only, plus 0 times 1, so which is 0 only. And here 1 times 1 is 1 only. So you just write only 1 here. Now you have to multiply same the first row with the second column. So what we have 1 times 0, which is 0 only, plus 0 times 1, which is 0 only, plus 0 times 0, which is 0. Now you have to do the first row with the last column. So what we have 1 times 0, which is 0, plus 0 times 1, which is 0 only, plus 0 times 0, which is 0. So we are done with the first row. Now let's do with the second row. So you have to start with the second row and first column, isn't it? So what we have 0 times 1, which is 0 only, plus 1 times 0, which is 0 only, plus 1 times 1, which is 1. Now you have to do the second row with the second column. What we have 0 times 0, so which is 0, plus 1 times 1, 1 only, then 1 times 0, which is 0. Now we have to do the second row with the third column. So let's do it. 0 times 0, 0, plus 1 times 1, 1, plus 1 times 0, 0. Now we are doing with the third row. That's why you have to start with the third row and first column. So what we have 1 times 1, then write just 1, plus 0 times 0, 0, then 0 times 1, 0. Now we have to do third row with the second column. 1 times 0 is 0, plus 0 times 1 is 0, plus 0 times 0 is 0. Now the last element you have to do third row and third column. So what we have 1 times 0, which is 0, plus 0 times 1, that is also 0, plus 0 times 0. 1 plus 0, which gives only 1, so just write 1. Now observe the second row first element. What we have 0 plus 1, which gives only 1, just write only 1. Now observe the third row first element. 1 plus 0, which gives only 1. Now observe the second column first element. 0 plus 0, which gives only 0. That is 0 plus 1 plus 0, which gives only 1. And here also 0 plus 0, which gives only 0. So, and the third column we have 0 plus 0, which is 0 only. Here we have 0 plus 1 plus 0, which gives only 1. And here we have 0 plus 0, which gives only 0. A power 2, that is the first row is 1 0 0, the second row is 1 1 1, and third row is 1 0 0. So this we got. Now let's see what is the result of A power 3. A power 3, we can write this as A power 2 times A, isn't it? So just now we found A power 2, that is the first row is 1 0 0, the second row is 1 1 1, and third row is 1 0 0, that is A power 2. Now we need to multiply with A. What is our A? Our A is, the first row is 1 0 0, and third row also 1 0 0. The first row is 1 0 0, and third row also 1 0 0. The second row is 0 1 1. So let's do multiply here also. First we have to do with the first row and first column. 1 times 1, which is 1, plus 0 times 0, 0, plus 0 times 1, which is 0. So 1 plus 0, which gives only 1. So just simply write 1 here. Now we have to observe the first row
and second column.
So 1 times 0 is 0, plus 0 times 1 is 0, plus 0 times 0, which is 0. All we are getting 0. Now we have to do first row with the last column. 1 times 0, that is 0. 0 times 1, that is also 0, plus 0 times 0, that is also 0. 0 plus 0 plus 0, which gives only 0. So just write only 0 here. What we have to do? We have to multiply second row by first column. So 1 times 1 is 1, plus 1 times 0 is 0, plus 1 times 1 is 1. So 1 plus 0 plus 1, which gives 2. Now we have to do the second row and second column. So 1 times 0 is 0, plus 1 times 1 is 1, plus 1 times 0 is 0. So 0 plus 1 plus 1, which gives only 1. Just write only 1. Now we have to do second row with the last column. 1 times 0, 0. 1 times 1, only 1. So 0 plus 1. Then 1 times 0, which is 0. So 0 plus 1 plus 0, which gives only 1. Now we have to do with the third row. So third row, first column. 1 times 1 is 1, plus 0 times 0, 0, plus 0 times 1, 0. So we are getting only 1 here. Now third row, second column. 1 times 0, 0, plus 0 times 1, 0, plus 0 times 0, that is also 0. 0 times 0 is 0. So we are getting only here 0. Now third row and the last column. Multiply 1 times 0 is 0, plus 0 times 1 is 0, plus 0 times 0 is 0. So what we are getting as a power 3? The first row is 1 0 0, and the second row is 2 1 1, and third row is 1 0 0. This is a power 3 matrix. Now observe the a power 2 matrix. So what we got? We got first row as 1 0 0, and third row also 1 0 0. Now what is the second row? 1 1 1. The second row is 1 1 1. A also, the first row is 1 0 0, and third row also 1 0 0. 1 0 0, and third row also 1 0 0, and the second row is 0 1 1. This is A. In A, the first and third row is same. If you do a power 2, that means if you multiply a times a, then we are also getting the first row and third row are same, which is 1 0 0 1 0 0. So when you do a power 3 also, the first and third rows are same. That means if we do a raised to power of 2025, the first row and the last row are same, isn't it? So just we need to observe the second row. In A, now observe the second row. What we have? We have 0 1 1. The second row is 0 1 1. In a power 2, the second row is 1 1 1. In a power 3, the second row is 2 1 1. 2 1 1. So now observe here. Here we have a power 3, and here we have a power 2, and here we have a, that means you can take it as a power 1. So if you consider this 1 2 3 as n, so if our n is 1, the second row first element is 0. So if n is 2, the second row first element is 1. If n is 3, the second row the first element is 2. So that means here is reducing here. That means you have to take the second row first element as n minus 1, isn't it? So the remaining, the second column and third column are same, 1 1 1 1 1. So we need to observe only the first elements of second row. See here, so if n is 1, then you do 1 minus 1, we are getting 0 here. If n is 2, if you do 2 minus 1, then you are getting 1. So that is same as a power 2. If n is 3, so if you do 3 minus 1, we are getting 2 here. So that means if you do a raised to power of 2025, that means n, if you take n as 2025, the second row first element you have to take n minus 1 form. That means 2025 do minus 1, then you are getting 2024. So that is our second row first element. So that's why you had write here 2024, and remaining we have 1 1 1 1. So that's why you have write only 1 and 1. So like that you have to find out a raised to power 2025. Similarly, we can write a raised to power 2020 matrix also, isn't it? So let's write a raised to power of 2020 matrix. So what we got in each and every matrix when you're doing with a power 2, a power 3, so the first row as 100, and third row as 100, and in second row the remaining two elements are 1 1. Only you need to observe the first element, so that we had to do n minus 1. So here our n is 2020. So if you do 2020 minus 1, then you are going to get 2019, isn't it? So the second row first element is 2019. So let's do subtraction. A raised to the power of 2025 minus a raised to the power of 2020. So what is the value of a raised to the power of 2025? The first row is 100 and third row is 100. The second row here 1 and 1, and the first element is 2024. Now minus a raised to the power 2020 also. The first row is 100 and third row is 100, and the second row you have the first you have to do n minus 1, that is 2020 minus 1, which gives 2019, and the remaining are 1 1. So let's do subtraction here. 1 minus 1, which is 0. So let's write 0. Then 0 minus 0, which gives 0. Then 0 minus 0, which gives 0. So we are done with the first row. Now subtract the second row. 2024 minus 2019, which gives 5. So let's write only 5 here. Then 1 minus 1, which is 0. Then 1 minus 1, that is also 0. Now we are doing with the third row. So 1 minus 1, which is 0. Then 0 minus 0, that is also 0. Then 0 minus 0, that is also 0. This is the result of a raised to the power of 2025 minus a raised to the power of 2020. I hope you like this content. If you like this content, please support to my channel. Thank you for watching.